Good morning Year 4 and welcome to Friday's maths lesson. This video is going to be for the children who've got the Year 4 booklet at home. Okay, so if you have got this booklet with Year 4 on, then this is the video for your Friday's maths lesson. Now I'd like you to turn to page 5 in your booklet. And today it says that we are going to be learning about place value and ordering. So this is something that we've been doing previously in the week. We're just going to be doing some different methods. So first of all, question 1 says write the amounts of money starting with the lowest. So these are the amounts of money that you've got. So you can see that you need to start with the lowest because it says here lowest and then it moves to the highest, and then you've got another question to do the same method again. So what I've done on whiteboard is I've chose 3 amounts of money, which are here, and I'm going to determine which one of them is the lowest first, so which one has the least amount. So this is going to be circling the numbers just as you would in your place value chart. The only difference is that we are converting it to money using the pound sign. So I'm going to circle here. So there's 4 digits, so I know that this digit here is worth 1,000. The value is 1,000. Same again for this one and this one, because they are all 4-digit numbers. So the numbers that I've circled are, the value is 1,000. So I've got 2,000, a 3,000 and a 1,000. Now remember, in your booklets you need to be starting from the number or the amount of money which has the lowest value. So the lowest number on here. Is it going to be the 2, the 1 or the 3? This one is going to be the lowest, 1,564. 64 what? Well, it's going to be 1,564 pounds because we've got the pound sign in front. So I'm going to write that down. 1,000, don't forget your pound sign. I almost forgot my pound sign. Let's do it again. 1,564 pound. Cross them off once you've done it so you don't repeat the same amount again. And then we need to be moving up. So remember, we're starting with the lowest number. Which one of these 2 is the lowest? So you've got £2,436, £3,400. So I know that my 2 is smaller than my 3. So that's going to be my next one. So the next one is going to be £2,436, which would then leave this amount as the highest. So you're going to do this, but you've got 5 different amounts of money. I've only just shown you 3. But do circle, all of them are 4-digit numbers, so you're going to circle the thousands value first. If you come across a number which has got the same value of the thousands, you move on to the next column, which is the hundreds column, and then you would determine which one has the lowest value based on how many hundreds are in that column. So you're going to start with section 1, you're going to do A and B. Both of these questions require you to start with the smallest number, the lowest value first, working up to the highest. So if you want to complete section 1, and then you can come back and resume the video when you are ready to complete section 2. Okay, so hopefully you have plotted all of them for section 1 and you are ready to move on to section 2 of your learning today. Section 2, you've got 3 questions, A, B and C, and it says that you need to write the numbers, write a number in each empty box so that they are in order from smallest to largest. So you can see this is a number line. Some of the boxes have been filled in, and that is a really good guide to know which numbers can come in. Now for this part of the learning, when you send your work in, I'm not going to get the same answers because you can choose which numbers you put in, but it has to remain smaller and going in order from smallest to largest. So here are the first few that are on question A in your book here. So we start off with 1,990, and then we've got a blank box that we can fill in. The next number is 1,995. the number that goes in this blank box has got to be greater than 1990 but smaller than 1995. So I need to choose a number which does not go past here. It needs to be greater than 1990. So I'm going to choose 1993. In my ones column, the 3 is bigger than the 0, but it's smaller than the 5, so I can put that number in there. There are other alternatives that you can use if you want to use a different number. So think about now, which number could you have put in there which is less than 1995? It's only this column really that we are looking at, because other than that they are both the same. So it's a number that's greater than 0 but less than 5. I chose the number 3 to make 1993. Moving on to the next blank box that you've got 1995. Then you've got 3 blank boxes for you to complete yourself. They've all got to be smaller than 2007. So it's up to you what you use, but you need to make sure that these 3 that you choose here are going up, so they have to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but always staying below 2007. This is going to be the same for questions A, B and C on section 2. So you need to be looking at your place value chart. So I had to look and notice that these, the thousands, hundreds and tens were all still the same, but I was changing my ones column. That was what was getting greater. I couldn't go past that 5, okay? Just like on these 3 blank ones, they need to be more than 1995, but they can't go past 2007. So for section 2, you're going to complete that. And we'll move on to the final section of today's learning. Section 3. For this section, we're going to be using the Charlie Crock symbols. Now, Charlie Crock is a symbol that we use to represent which number is greater or less than. Sometimes we'll use a different symbol if both values are the same, and we will use an equal sign to show that they are equal to. Here are the numbers that you've got. Okay, so there are 6 questions we need to complete on section 3. We need to determine which symbol we're going to use. For example, I'm going to use a smaller number as an example on the board, and you're going to figure out which symbol I should use. So I'm going to have the number 243, and on the other side I'm going to have 263. In the middle is where I'm going to put the symbol to show which number is greater. If I look at the hundreds column first, they both show 200. The value's the same there, so I'm going to move on to the next column, which is the tens column. There is 40 in the tens column and 60 in the tens column here. I know that 6 is bigger than 4, so I know that 263 is greater than 243. So I need to draw the symbol that Charlie Crock eats the bigger number. He's eating 263 because it's the greater amount. Sometimes in your books, teachers will often see this symbol. And unfortunately, we can't tick it because it's not the correct symbol. We know that you've tried to show that that is the bigger number, but that's not the correct symbol. So unfortunately, we couldn't give you a mark for that. You need to make sure that they are both 2 straight lines. So it needs to be eating the bigger number, 2 straight lines just like that. Now, if I had a different number on this side, I'm going to take the symbol out. I'm going to have the same number on this side, 243, 243. They're both the same amount, aren't they? So I'm not going to be able to use Charlie Crock because he can't eat the bigger number because they both have the same value. That's where we use a different symbol, which is our equals sign. that is the symbol that you would use to show that the value of both numbers are the same. So you're going to work through the final section of your book and you are going to write which of those symbols is correct. If you want to do some extra work and your parents can think of some numbers for you and you can write the correct symbol in there, then that would be great as well. Other than that, happy Friday, and please send in all of your work to the Year 4 email so that I can have a look, mark them and provide you your feedback.